Y'all can hear me. The mic good. Put a thumbs up.
Shalom, shalom, Yashua Island. Hebrew Israelite Tulsa, Oklahoma. Once again, I have to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great. First head to the east. Give all praise glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Rakash. Better who can touch great as the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Double honors, the apostles, elders of great millstone. Shalom, sister, brothers, living is truth. Shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and standing for themselves approved. Shalom. Coming to talk today, Yashua, about this devil. He's out of time, man. The time is getting real short. Things are not going his way. That means the devil will come down with great wrath, man. In the beginning parts of him coming down with great wrath, he's going to persecute the woman. If the woman goes into Israel, and specifically he wants to hit the prophets. The first thing he got to do is try to muzzle this truth. And how does he muzzle this truth? By getting rid of the prophets. He wants to up the highway and hedges. So they're getting ready to sign the law. They're going to try to do a Bible ban. They're going to try to do away with the First Amendment, because it's kind of already done away with, really think about it. Because you can get canceled over all kinds of little stuff that you say. You know, they call it being canceled. You know, they want political correct type of things. And so now they have a technology where they can clone your voice, they can do deep fakes, they can put you in a video, got your voice, you know, so they can frame you for a crime. And when they put it on TV, you know, most people they're gonna believe it. You know? That's the first thing this devil gonna do is go for the prophets. We gotta stop this truth going out. At first he let us, you know, that you let the truth out. He let us, you know, pass out on the highway and hedges. He didn't think nothing of it, but now he sees this vibration we pushing out, this word is crumbling his kingdom. Economy toe up, military is weak, you know, everything's looking bad for this devil. And now he knows, like, man, it's that word going for it. So he gotta do something to, you know, put crimes on us. Because now we out here, you know, we get along with people. We got innocence. We don't hurt nobody. So the devil, he got to make something up. He got to do slander. You know, you look at word of devil, a word in that goes into slander, man. What's that Caesar Nero? He did that to the Israelites way back then when he burnt the church up. He said the Israelites did it. He got all the Romans, you know, to persecute it. He going to do the same thing again. You might see a brother, you know, on the TV committing a crime on the news. He ain't had nothing to do with it. He's somewhere in the cell, and they frame him. They gotta blame the ministry, man. They gotta get the public opinion to you know, to be on their side. So I got a precept. This Revelation 12 and 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of Yahweh and of the testimony of Yahweh Shah Mashiach. So that dragon goes to Esau. Esau and his system, his government. You know, that's that dragon right there. That dragon got might. That military does is weakened, it's still strong. You know, the devil gonna seek the military on us to try to, you know, shut us up. You would have said he was wroth with the woman. You know, you wroth with something, you angry with it. You know, his anger is at its peak. You know, I'm gonna see the Edomite and the Jacobite in my job Friday. You know, vulnerable. They feeling scared, man, because this truth done hit them so hard. Like, you know, we talking to Rackville Camp started, it hit him at the soul. When you get hit with the soul, man, hey, this devil hurt. You know, he thought he was the people. You know, they painted Yahushua's image like sweet baby Jesus. You know, they all thought they was the people. They white, they pure. They thought that. The truth done went out with the word that's condemning them. And they ain't no way around that. So now the devil mad, like, how dare you take the book that I thought was mine and then use it against me? That was script. You know, so now he's angry. They say he would make war with the remnant of our seed. He don't care about all of Israel. All of Israel is already under the sway of Esau Edom, aka, you know, the white man. They worship him. So he ain't worried about all of Israel. He's worried about the remnant of her seed. The remnant goes to the hopeful elect. That's what he got a problem with. Why he got a problem with us? Because we no longer, you know, abide by what he say. We're totally against him. Contrary, we follow the laws and commandments to the best of our abilities. You know, we're not with the alphabet agenda. We're not pushing the alphabet agenda on our children. We're not eating the pork, the bottom foods to mess our health up. Bless our spirit. We're not doing it no more. We don't subscribe to the holidays no more. We're not doing Christmas shopping, Valentine's Day, Thanksgiving. You know, that's hurting the pocket. The devil, he profits off of, you know, his holidays. You know, his holidays. We doing how holy days now. So we totally under the sway. That's what Scripture says, we keep the commandments. That goes to the laws and commandments. We keeping those. Bless our abilities. When you do that, it makes his pocket shorter. We're not spending the money we used to spend. We're not being a liberal consumer to keep his pockets fat. Devil don't like that, because if we're not doing that, you know, if we got a household with a woman and children, they not doing that. He wants to spending money on Jordan. You know, we raise children, they don't even care about Jordan. You know, they look at Jordan, that's hurting their bottom line. They're like, what the hell? Like, now how I'm gonna get him to take a device and he's already not listening to me? So we represent the Israelites that's bucking him. You know, we follow Yahweh Shah. Plus, that proves the validity of Yahweh Shah. That proves of existence. Because we out here preaching Yahweh Shah. They like, well, look, oh, they got another God? I see God. You know how I teach the truth? It's back right. It's back talking against them. They was scared. You know, you got heathens bucking up against him. You got Israelites bucking up against him. He's not used to that. And it said, have the testimony of Yahweh HaMashiach. Having the testimony means knowing this truth. When you know this truth, the devil can't trick you no more. A big part of the devil's game, Esau Edom, is finessing, deceit, trickery. That's how he's able to dominate Yasharala. You know, that's how he dominated Eve in the garden. The serpent beguiled Eve. It was through trickery, enchantments. You know, they use their media to put enchantments on you. When you know the truth, that stuff falls flat on his face. The priest said, what it say? No divination against Yasharala. No lucid paraphrasing. So when you got the truth, all his witchcraft, it just fall apart. It falls flat on his face. And then once you fed up with the truth, man, you know what to look for, because it's the spirit of prophecy. That's why I say having the testimony of your house, Mashiach, you got prophecy. So therefore, you know what's about to happen. You anticipate stuff. Like, you're going to sidestep that devil when he roll out his MOTV. He don't like that. You know, the big brother is now talking to us. Y'all shall suckle. They got all day. What's that? We know about those. And we know what their plans, we know what they talk, we know their agenda. Devil don't like that. He's like, what the heck? They not rolling with it no more? And now he's scared. He's like, what if they are the children of Israel? What if he is a son of God?
When I mentioned earlier that you know, Esau, his word is basically touching Esau's soul. It's back painful to him, right? So this is Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 12. And it says, the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even the dividing thunder of soul and spirit, and of joint and marrow, and the discerning of the thought and the intent of the heart. All right? See, you got it. I got one right there.
Yeah, so like I said, the truth done cut Esau deep, man. Like, even we had it, even my now camp got cut deep, man. He hurt. You know, Esau hurt right now. They're mad they don't have that birthright. They mad that we are the children of Israel. And that truth is like, it's undisputed, man. Like, I watched the lesson. I put in the group chat, I guess it was cards. Some Edomites came down. Mm-hmm. That Pastor Lynn dude trying to cut it up, and you can't cut it, man. And that man, that was low level too. I'm like, Scar could have went way hard. They didn't bring up Psalm 2 and 8. Like, there's a lot of stuff he could write out to cut that Edomite down, man. Like, Prince Christianity don't stand a chance to get the truth. Now he's hurt. He thought Yahweh Shah, the world knows Jesus for everybody. Now he found out he's wicked. Man, they don't like that, man. They butt hurt, man. Vocab, he ain't doing nothing. Like, the truth is like, it's only getting bigger, and it's spreading out more and more.
That's beautiful right there. It's the third in the thought and intent of the heart. And the word heart goes to the mind. So, you know, you can use this word to determine whether somebody's intention is no heart choice. Why that's how we figure out, you know, that the devil will not care. All right, by using this word. Basically,
prophets and apostles, and some of them they shall slay and persecute. So that right there. Why? Because the truth. People don't want to hear the truth. Look up to see. So that's coming out here undoing all his lies. You know, the devil spent trillions of dollars. He done spent thousands of years perfecting the lie. Now we're undoing the lie. The devil don't like that, man. So now he got to build a prophets. You know, he got to figure out a way to, make us be, criminalized. That way he can get the people to be on board with it to try to slay us, man. Everybody, I knew they was terrorists. I knew that to make the church, they might have a video, committing a robbery, or putting the Edomites to death, or a bank, like I said, doing something, any type of crime. And they're going to get the rest of 2/3 to gravitate to his cause. Like, yeah, man, the people, the black people, Israelites, they ain't no good. 1-800, all that. To, further over. So we tell that's the like that. We tell them that ain't we rebuking in the gate. And Jake all like, oh, you judging me. They say that a lot. Right. You can't judge me.
Only God can judge.
Yeah, you already judging me. See, Jake don't want to, they don't want their righteousness put up. Because then it's going to reveal that they wicked and they don't want to repent. Jake don't want to change. Y'all notice that? Jake don't want to change. Jake is comfortable. I've been doing all this wickedness and I want to keep doing the wicked. I got a bag. Really, Jake want to fulfill his lust. Like Esau done made a way where Jake can fulfill his lust, do all his wickedness, and he's cool with that. So we tell him, man, you got to repent, turn back to the Lord. And then when they look at the laws and commandments, it's grievous to them. Like, what, I can't eat pork? No, I can't do that, man. No, I like Jesus. I want to do the Jesus stuff. Pork is clean. No, I like doing sodomy. I like that. I want to mess with a man and then mess with a woman. It make me feel good. Hotel Comedic said it's good. They don't want to get right. And then Esau see that, he gonna you got one? Yeah, go ahead and get it out.
All right, this is Jeremiah 23 and 29. Is not my word like as a fire, saith the Lord, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock into pieces? It shows that his word that's been like a master soul, contrary to the truth.
Yep. Break down the lie. Actually, they're gonna break down the lie. Edom has been spreading throughout America, aka Babylon the Great. So that's why Esau was getting mad and he's gonna persecute us for bringing out this truth.
All right, like you said, he don't want the ones to put the truth out, man. Like I said, the devil done spent a lot of time, a lot of money to make sure his lie is at the forefront, like pseudoscience. He don't want you to uncover his pseudoscience. When you bust the pseudoscience up with the spirit of Yahweh Shah, that devil get angry. And plus, he got the title. He got doctor degrees. He got PhDs. So he feel like he's the authority. So he feel like, who are you to disrupt? They don't want us to put the image back to Yahweh Shah. They want champion, sweet baby Jesus. Jesus for everybody. Yeah, he love everybody. When that's totally against scripture. You bring up Romans 9:13, the devil got a problem with that. And then he don't want his title stuck to him. He don't want it. They do all the time. Okay, we are not Edomites. The Edomites are done away with. Like, bullshit. Job 9:24 is still in major effect. And it's talking to Esau, man. You the wicked. The land was given to your hand, and you were doing that terrible job in managing the earth. Terrible job. And we telling our people like, man, Esau is your enemy, they're wicked. Explaining, this is why they treat you like that. And Esau he like, man, don't be telling them that. I profit off of them. What you telling them that, I can't take advantage of them no more. Like, you did less on that. They want you, like, easy for the taking. They don't want you girded up with the truth of Yahweh Shah, that armor on. When they see that armor, the devil get intimidated. I know when you look at that devil in his eyes and you got the truth, he feel naked. That's why I love that precept. Yahweh Shah said I should make Esau bare. Man, when you level up with this truth and you look at Esau with the truth, man, he feel naked. that was at my job, they feel intimidated by me by just looking at this. I'll be like, yeah, I know you an Edomite. I know where your BS coming from. I'm looking for your anger. I'm looking for you to do something messed up to me. And see, the devil, I noticed he's so weak. He like an easy target. He like people that don't know nothing. That way he can tell them, he can feed Yahshua what he want Yahshua to know.
That's how the devil do his attack. So that's why they call it secret counsel. They never come to you straightforward. They always got to be sneaky about their attack.
And what's characteristic of that? You know, a sneak. Ain't nobody sneaky than that snake, man.
Right.
That serpent, that's how they eat, man. That serpent, he slithers real slow, he creep up to the distance, then he bite real quick. You know, that's why I love how Yahshua called them the serpent, man. Because they act just like snakes, man. They're real deceitful, they quiet. And deceit is their number one game. If that don't work, then they bring the sword. But they rather you fall for that deceit. Because they want easy targets, soft targets. Esau don't want nothing strong. He don't want nobody to put a fight. That's why he got rid of the Jake man. He put the Jake man at the bottom, and he like to deal with Eve. Because Eve is very vulnerable. She's blown around with every wayward doctrine. And you know, women, they adhere to power. Esau got power right now. So Eve listens to Esau, and he uses her to do his bidding. Now, when the Spirit of the Lord hits Eve, and she look at Esau like the devil, and she fall up under the jurisdiction of the Israelite man, the order gets turned back. Hey, that devil like, oh shit, I can't run through Keisha no more. Keisha done ran to a man, and now he got her wearing head wraps and fringes. Oh man, now the children know I'm an Edomite too. It ain't looking good for my future. You know, now I'm revealed. I can't come over here and say, you know, do this and do that, and they do it. They looking at me like I'm the devil. So my stuff ain't gonna work no more. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm just like trying to knock that dude off with the sword. You know, with my military. Hey, a global reset. He trying to run it back. So what he gotta do, he gotta get rid of the man, the head. The man is the head. You know, it's Yahweh the man than the woman. So he gotta lop on Jake's head. So then he can try to, you know, take advantage of the woman, man. That's why the scripture I just read opened up. It calls he compared our nation to a woman. You know, because that woman, man, women go off. We don't went off as a nation. You like, I want to be like these other nations. You know what I'm saying? And now the woman, you know, the woman played a hoe, a harlot. She, you know, what they call it, the cock carousel. And then like she get bad results, and it's like, nah, I need a man. Now she want her reproach to be away. So now she changed her act up. You know, they get on the little podcasts. They change their image up. I'm a real woman. And, you know, she get on that red pill stuff. Y'all women need to get right. Man, she trying to get her man. Now she realized, hey, riding that cock curse said it do me no good. Yeah, I got paid, but don't nobody want to be with me like that. Don't nobody respect me. So now she clean her act up, thinking she, you know, find me a sucker or something, you know, trying to get back right. Now she needs stability. Now she needs protection, which she should have sought after early. Now she want it now. That's us as a nation, man. You really think about it, that's why I love he called us a woman, man. As a nation, we went whoring at the other cultures, other nations. It did us bad. The remnant recognized that. So now we all like, hey, we doing like they do. We cleaning our act up. We trying to get back. Now we know Yahweh want. We heard prop sign.
Yahweh shot. That's our husband right there. Yahweh shot.
Yeah. So like a pimp don't like a hoe that's been reformed. When she come back to the pimp, I don't want whore no more. I'm not gonna get a job. Pimp like, what? Yep. Trying to smack her up. Yep. Help her get on the block, make my money, man. And then like the woman gonna get to hollering out. The pimp don't know. She done went and got a husband. He's like, hey, man, that's my woman now. Blah. Hey, knock the pimp off. Man, a lot of pimps is weak, man. They effeminate. They got long nails, long hair. They're pretty much like a effeminate man. Male.
Like they dude on belly that we walk by this wide tonight with a banana in his hand.
Yeah,
like that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, like this.
Yeah, that's Esau 2/3. You know, that man here, they don't like that. Like the woman, what? You want a whore no more? Because now he about to go broke. If all the hoes, you know, decide they want to be women.
And I got a quick scripture to back you up right here. This is Isaiah 59:15. And it says, yeah, true felon, what people maketh himself, and the Lord saw it, and it defeated that there was no truth.
You hear that? Departed. When you depart from wickedness, you make yourself a prey. You make yourself a prey to who? To Esau, man. Esau is cool with Jake, as long as Jake is, you know, being wicked. If Jake got her popping animals, going to sodomite parades, eating the pork, eating the barbecue food, getting ready for the holidays. You know, Esau got a problem with that. That's why Esau love hood niggas. Esau love a ratchet, Eve. They give them Eve's a bag. TV shows, record contracts, they love that wickedness. The part of wickedness, you seek righteousness, that shows that Esau wicked. He don't like that. That's a reflect on him. He's like, oh man, what? You ain't buying no Christmas gifts. You ain't teaching your children about Santa Claus. You ain't gonna eat this pork with me. The pepperoni on the pizza. What the hell? How about you get righteous? Hey, the devil don't like that because he can't do that. He can't go into a righteous path. So he like, okay, you cleaning your act up. What does that make me? Then you get the truth like, hey man, you the devil, Esau. He sure don't like that. So you depart from wickedness, you make yourself a price. So Esau gonna go tell the authorities. He gonna start whispering like, man, something up with him, man. And they gonna say he in a hate group. He preaching hate. The Bible's about love, all about love. Ain't no hate in it. But like I said, Romans 9:13 is hit. So you hit them with that, and they tell you wicked. You ain't trying to mess with little boys, and you ain't trying to. Esau call it having fun. If you don't want to do wickedness and have fun and do it like will spirit, and you follow the laws and commandments and bless your abilities, Esau don't like that. So he gonna tell other Jakes, he gonna rally Jakes against you. He gonna rally up his military against you, everybody against you.
Vocab. That damn devil vocab right there.
Yeah, that's a part of the Esau's little,
Yeah.
his campaign against the truth.
Yeah, because even when we say, Yasha Allah, it don't have anything to do with skin color. Vocab would still proceed to call them black Hebrew Israelites, even though we explained it to them that the Hebrew Israelites have nothing to do with skin color, but they always consistently call them black Hebrew Israelites. Why? It's because they want to dub us as a hate group, and therefore they want to continue to persecute us.
Trying to get crimes against us. I remember one time Vocab went to a camp. That was one body. He trying to get the dude to say they're gonna hurt Edomites. He had the mic all in his face. And I was like, then I did a lesson on that. That dude, he's a straight agent. The Vatican hired him to go out to different camps and to, build a case against us. I said, Vocab is an agent, man. All he been doing is build a case. To try it, and then he ain't really got nothing either. Everybody telling him we out here, like the Lord commanded us, we're wise as serpents and harmless. So Vocab got a number count, to see how many of us,
Right.
And they don't have no raw evidence. So they got technology now. They're gonna make some evidence because they like right now we whooping Esau ass right now. The truth, he go out there with his Bible scholars. He can't disprove what we saying. So he like, okay, so I can't beat them in the scriptures spiritually. I'm just attacking physically my military. But first, I need a case. I gotta let the people know that they're, these are bad people. Right. Esau don't want to look like the enemy. Right now, to the 2/3, he's looking like God and the Savior. To the 2/3, Esau is pure. He's the good, Jake is bad. That's what's up in the 2/3 mindset. He got to keep that narrative going.
That goes to that Isaiah 5:20. Woe to them that call evil good and good evil. Like, to do something good by putting forth the gospel. How about Yahushua? Why Esau Edom is trying to make us look evil. All right, so he's trying to do psychology is what he's been doing through his media. His devices. Esau's devices. And real quick, I had a quick one. This is John chapter 15 and 20, which is also proof that you're a servant. Once you depart from evil, then you start getting persecuted for doing right by Yahushua. You're basically a servant of Yahushua. So this is John 15 and 20. And it said, remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord, Yahushua. And it said, if they have persecuted you, it's like if they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. You see that? So we're coming in that same spirit as Yahushua. Guess what? Yahushua came out and he rebuked the devil, the scribes, the Pharisees, and he told them that they were wrong. They were sinning. We're coming out in that same spirit as Yahushua, and we're being persecuted before, and we're going to continue to get persecuted until Yahushua come back and claim the world, can sit on the throne.
One flip and read 18 to 19.
Oh, read 18 to 19. All right, let me put it up real quick. I like it. I just clicked out of it.
I still got you. Want to read it? I still got it up.
Yeah, you can read it.
All right. This is John 15 and 18. If the world hated, excuse me, if the world hated you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If ye were of the world will love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you.
And that's what Esau hates, man. He can't tell the elect man, hey, do this and do that no more, because we got the scriptures as our guide, as our roadmap. See, Esau wants to keep you docile and humble down to him, so he can tell you what to do, and you just follow along after it. Because Jake don't like to think. It's pretty much going into everything that the brother Tay Yasharala was saying earlier, man. Esau loves those who don't love to think, man. Who are just born followers. And Israel is a born follower, man. Pretty much. You got it up.
Yeah, 2/3. You know, because I like that preacher too said, if you are of the world, who's the leader of this world? Who's the God of this world? The God of this world is Esau.
Right.
And like Yahweh Shah said, I'm not of this world. So what he was basically saying, that's a mission right there. He was basically saying, I'm not of this society. I'm not of this civilization. You know, he said, I'm about my father's doctrine. See, Yahweh Shah was coming different. He's preaching something different than what the Sadducees and the Pharisees was preaching. He was preaching the truth.
Which it also goes into that daily prayer, because he also told us that daily prayer, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And then Yahweh Shai is going to come back and bring the will of the Heavenly Father. All right? And that will of the Heavenly Father is not in this world.
So, like I said earlier on that breakdown, man, like I said, the world, man. That's why you got to break down the worlds right there, like in John 3:16.
Right.
Because he said, if you are of the world would love you. We're not of this world. Y'all one of this world, neither are we. We are of the kingdom of heaven. You know, we preaching that. We ushering that coming in. You know, Yahweh gonna usher in. And see, it's totally contrary to what the world, you know, put out there. The world tells you it's okay to, you know, lay down with a little boy or a little girl. It's okay to, you know, change your gender up. You know, they say it's whatever you identify as. So they say, as a man, you can come out and say, I feel like a woman. And then you can do all kinds of things to change your flesh, to try to be like a woman. You know, you never can. You can destroy yourself, you know. And that's what the world teaches. The world is like, do as thy will spirit. The Lord say, don't do as thy will. The Lord say, do my will, which I'm going into, which follow the laws and commandments. Which if you read the laws and commandments, the world is totally contrary to that. I just went to a couple breakdowns in that, you know.
Like if you come out and say that there's no more than two genders, hey man, you're gonna get canceled as fast as you can blink. Right. Hey, that's of the world. They want you confused. They want you, hey man, like just dumb in the mind. They want you to throw all common sense out of the window and follow after their madness, man, which is wickedness. And the true people of the Lord, the hopeful elect, ain't gonna do that, man. We're gonna suffer that persecution because the scriptures tell us to. It says, take it cheerfully.
A quick one to back you up right here. This is Psalm chapter 10 and verse 2. It said, the wicked in his pride do persecute the poor, and let them be taken into the vices that they have imagined.
Hey, in his pride. Yeah. See, they said the wicked in his pride. See, the wicked, man, Esau been dominating for so long, he feels like he's unstoppable. He's got the technology, he got the weaponry. So he got pride and, you know, all the instruments he got. Plus, he been dominating Yahshua for what, 1,000 years now? Right. Going on, maybe 2. You know, as they took out Yahweh, he's been dominating. The devil in his pride, they said, what he persecute the poor. We ain't got no military. We ain't got no bank institution. We ain't got no 50 UN house, man. You know, we out here basically just like us. You know, the people that women, the remnant. We just pushing out Yahweh. They're like, that's what we got. And they let you know the devil, he's so worried about, man, this word is intimidating this devil. Us just out here pushing the Bible, is killing this devil. Like, we ain't coming with no military, no tanks, no missiles now. We just coming with that word. This hurt the devil more than anything. Any weapon you come with, it's cutting him to the soul, man. He hurt. Like, how dare they say this, man? So now he's in his think tanks, his secret places, and he's trying to prosecute that woman. He gonna think, how can I take her down? You know, he don't want to get a bad rap. But really, they want to string us up in trees and do how they did in the 1700s. But then he'll look bad. You know, then he'll be what we said he is. So now the devil, he don't want to fulfill that role. He's trying to, you know, brand us as the enemy and him as the good guy. But if he attack us without cause, the world gonna know that he's the bad guy and, you know, we're the righteous. It's gonna make everything we said true. So the devil, he's trying to escape prophecy. He's trying to wiggle up out of that. He's trying to reverse the roles. He want us to be the wicked, and he's the, you know, they all say they the Israelites.
Right.
He want us to be the heathen. And we reversing that, and they like, man, how can I put this label on them and then put the label on me to be right? You know? How can I, man, he want Pledge Christianity to be true again. Like this word, this truth going out, this real doctrine is undoing plantation Christianity. And with that, his covering is gone. You know, that's the most high lifting his skirt up. So now with that happening, he got to like, man, he want the birthright. The devil got to try to maneuver and get the narrative back. We done stole the narrative, man. It's like we on offense right now. Now he on defense. He got to like, you know, we got the case presented against him. Now he's looking like the guilty. You know, we got him before the court. We have about shot. We got all kind of evidence and everything lining up. We over here whooping ass right now. We like Feast Exhibit A, Exhibit B. Play this audio. We got visual pictures. They said we just showed Jake hanging from a tree. Black Wall Street. You know, all your unrighteous creed, your laws, redlining, right. Jim Crow laws, like slave patrol. Like we putting it out, and like the jury, it's like we scoring. Like, oh! And Esau's like, you know, they over there sweating, wiping his face, like they ain't looking good for them, man, in court. You know, and then like a mafia. Like he losing in court. So what do? We compare it to witnesses. You know, the problem is we were a witness. You know, I might go get that precept. So, like when you go to the court of law and then they look good for that mob boss, what he do? I gotta get rid of that witness. Okay, so now, you know, before we go and give our testimony, as I said, for the testimony of Yahweh Shah Mashiach, we about to testify against this devil. And then that testimony gonna be strong. Like that's what's gonna do him in. So what like a mob boss always do? Hey man, take out the witness. You know, that way they can't give the testimony to put the case against me. They ain't looking good. He said like they ain't looking good for me. You know, they got too many crimes against me, man. Our case is strong. It's real strong. So now his only move now is to take out the witness. That way we can't give that testimony.
Quick, this is 2 Timothy 3:12. And it reads, it says, yea, it says, and all that will live godly in Yahweh Shah HaMashiach shall suffer persecution. But the evil man and seducer shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing whom thou hast learned them. But the main point is, it says, yea, and all they that will live godly in Hamashiach Yahushua shall suffer persecution. And that's what we're telling you, man. Hey, persecution is surely coming. Hey, it's already starting to happen. Hey, they already banned the Bible in almost 60 different countries.
Europe. Europe got a big time Bible ban going. So they doing it over there. They're gonna come over here.
They working to do it in Canada right now. So they about to be next door. So whatever happened in Canada, rest assured it's gonna come right here into America and get Babylon the Great.
And what is the Bible? The Bible is our roadmap. It's like our instructions. So we live it like that. So it says anybody who live like that will suffer persecution. So hey, the scriptures ain't a lie. Hey, the scriptures is telling you the truth. So you got to be strong and be grounded to suffer through that. That's a part of knowing. That's why the scriptures. That's why I was saying in the scriptures, hey, this word is going to be sweet in your mouth, but it's going to be bitter in your tongue. Like you got to go through things. You got to know.
That's the bitter part right there, man. Because it's sweet. It's sweet because we're gonna receive this blessing on the outside, after the persecution. But that bitter is us being persecuted by the world. That's what Ezekiel was talking about. When he said eat this whole world, eat this whole roll. When he said, Luke paraphrasing, I ate the roll and it was in my mouth as sweet, and then it became bitter to my belly. All right, and that's what the spirit. That's the spirit right there.
And bitterness coming in, you're gonna be prosecuted. Right? We're making our bodies a living sacrifice. We're preaching against Esau Edom, aka the white man, and what he prescribes. And he prescribes everything different than what Yahweh Shah said do. I notice when you read the Bible, when you go to the Lost Commandments, especially like the book of Leviticus, Exodus, and Numbers, everything the Lord said don't do, this devil he do it. Right. Everything the Lord said that I need you to do, this devil he don't do it. He's totally contrary with what Yahweh Shah laid out. And they can dominate long as Jake stays in that spirit of rebellion against our power and don't do it, he gets the rule. Now when Jake, like Priest Ak brought out, when Jake starts doing righteousness and living by the laws and commandments, devil knows he's on the clock. He's like, okay, I can't rule if they getting back right, because he knows what gets us right back in our power. Because that's really like how your conduct and your fruits is like a path. If you're doing wicked, you're on the path to go get that device in your body. If you're on the path doing righteousness, you're on the path to get that kingdom of heaven, that inheritance that was promised to us. So there's paths you can take. It's two of them. You know, the devil see that you're not, doing wickedness like him, and you're on the path to righteousness. He don't want y'all trying to go that way, because that means his kingdom is going to collapse because of that. His kingdom is based on wickedness. Do as thy will. Being liberal. When you restrain that, a moral compass, and you doing righteousness, doing the right from wrong, hey, that's gonna put totally contrary with what Esau, what he's established. Esau like, I spent too much time building this up for these little lowly, Israelites to disrupt my stuff. The poor. He looking at that too, like, I got all the resources in the world, I got everything. How are they not worshiping me? And they worshiping the power that ain't even like physically here. Like we crucified this dude 2,000 years ago. And they still talking about him. They still mourning him. They still championing him. Then they got the real image back. So all my iconoclasm is done away with. All my whitewashing is done away with. And then they're teaching other Israelites to get right too. The devil, like, man, like you said earlier, their belly. He like, I don't like that. I got to drop a dime on them. So Esau going to drop a dime on us, man.
See, that goes back into that precept in the scriptures. Loosely paraphrasing is going like, hey, I will raise up the lowly and the poor to confound the wise. And the wise of this world is Esau, Edom, and that's what we're doing, man. And we're considered the lowly and the poor right here, out here on the highways and hedges, man. We have no power in our might. We don't have the money. We don't have the economic stability to do to change anything. And that's a great sign right there, because hey, we're confounding this devil, and hey, and the main thing the devil will say whenever we out here to try to combat what we're saying is where your school at, what kind of degrees do you got for us to listen to you. But hey, man, we have the Lord, man. We have the Spirit, and that's something that Esau Edom don't have, man, and that kills him, man, because he can't feel that.
All he can do is do carnal stuff. You become spiritual. Esau can't, like, he can't swim in them waters. Esau can't, like the bird live in water. Esau can't swim in them. We over here backstroking. We over here synchronized swimming. We singing that new song, which goes to the new gospel. It comes easy and natural. Esau, so we had to Edomite get mad. I can't do that because of y'all. No, man, it's because you ain't got the spirit. That's why you can't do it, man. Because really, you're an Edomite.
Yeah, we don't got that living water, man.
I'm going to bring this out right here, because this is what they hate, man. This is why he's going to 2/3 on this side. This is Amos 5:10. They hated him, they rebuke him in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. So that, man, we rebuking in the gates. It starts with, being on the highway and hedges. Telling our people, like, hey, man, you a Hebrew Israelite. You ain't black. You're not African American. You're not Hispanic. You're not Native American. You're a Hebrew Israelite. We got to get back to the laws and commandments. We're telling our people that at the gate. And some Jakes is getting right. And that's a soul getting saved right there. That's your house. Like this word is like a net. You cast it out, and hopefully let spirit to hear it, and listen to the truth, come in, and they'll get fed with the truth. And it's gonna make them different. If they take it to heart and really change their life. Esau just lost one. That Jake gonna spend their money differently. That Jake gonna be in different areas. And it's not gonna be a soft target for Esau no more. Esau lost that. It's like he went like going off the radar. Like going, hey, and what he did was he went to that secret place of Yahweh shop, under the wings of Yahweh shop. What's that, Psalm 91? Now he's in the secret place.
Proverbs 18 and 10.
I might go get that, man. I might go get that, man, since I said that. Because, like, Esau don't like that. Because once you do that, he can't get you no more. Because this is Psalms 91 and 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. So now you're under covering of Yahweh Shai when you cloak yourself in this truth. The laws and commandments of the Lord. Now Esau can't do nothing with you. Like, he even afraid that his sword can't prosper against you. Like, you see, he might send 8 military troops to your door. You get a report, hey, Alpha Broughton just got laid out. Something came out the sky, a ball of light, turned him into dust. We scared. The next batch ain't gonna want to go to your house after hearing that type of report. So they like, hey, man, and that's when Esau gets shaking his boots like, hey, the Lord really is protecting, his hopeful elect. My sword didn't work. Now Esau's scared because the best thing he got is his sword, which is his military. Once his military has no sway, and his lives ain't got no sway, man, the devil in trouble, man. And that strikes fear in that devil's heart. Esau feel it, man. Like, damn, I ain't got it like that no more. Like, he gonna be running his bunker scared. Like, man, please, don't let them come my way. And that lets the devil know too that his rulership is over with. When his military fails, his law fails, that's showing his power has failed. Esau not used to that, man. He used to winning. Now he losing. He losing every single day. He getting them bad reports. Like right now, there's this lesson that's going out right now. That's a bad report to Esau. That's an eerie feeling to him. He's like, oh my Lord. They out here talking about me. They lacing up the hope we elect with the truth. He's like, hey man, I gotta drop a dime on it, man. Hey, send some drones to him. Okay, yeah, bring that, man. The witnesses, he trying to take out the witness.
This is Revelation chapter 11 and 3. And it says, and I will give power unto my two witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,203 days, clothed in sackcloth. These are the two olive trees and the two candlesticks standing before the power of the earth. And it says, and if any man will hurt them, fire proceeded out of their mouth and devoured their enemy. And if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed.
You hear that? Hey, making it plain right there, man. See, Esau don't want to hear that, man. Now, like his clock is on now. Us getting the truth, Esau's clock is now on. He on the clock.
And that part right here when he said, I will give power to the two witnesses, that's the northern and the southern kingdom. All right, and those are two witnesses. Basically, we're prophesying against Mount Seir, and we're basically witnessing the evil that Esau Edom have done to our people. All right, so with the northern tribe, how he stole the land from the Native Americans. Okay, how he stole Texas, California from the so-called Latinos and Native Americans. That's a witness. All right, for the southern tribe, how he stole up from our land and brought us over here as slaves, as cattle, and we built up America against Babylon the Great. That's the witness against Esau Edom, the so-called white man.
And brought us on ships. Yeah. I like how you put that. That's the mystery of the two candlesticks, the two olive trees. Because when you read the scriptures, a lot of times the Lord will break it down to two. He'll say Judah and Israel.
Right.
What he mean by that, he's talking about the northern tribe and the southern tribe, because it's split. At the King Josiah's reign, the kingdom split.
After King Solomon.
It was King Solomon that split.
King Solomon, yeah.
It was after King Josiah. It was after King Josiah. No, it was after King Josiah.
Okay,
it was Solomon, they were still together. And because King Josiah had a heart like King David, he said he would not let them, get took until after King Josiah, passed away. So, because they had two kings. They had appointed two kings, and that's what made the split happen. So it was after King Josiah's reign. The Lord loved King Josiah. King Josiah brought the word back in the rotation.
That's
Israel went off.
He had this servant and we found the word.
Yeah. So, it was after King Josiah, the kingdom split, because they appointed two kings. Because there was Jeroboam and Rehoboam.
Rehoboam and Jeroboam.
Yeah, that's when the kingdom split, man, because Judah and Ephraim couldn't get along no more. They started the heads of the tribes started beefing.
The head of the northern tribe kingdom with Ephraim, and then you got the head of the southern kingdom with the Judah, and that would be the so-called, the Negroes of America, and then you got Ephraim, which is the Puerto Rican, and pretty much that division is still playing out today. Like if you go to California, the so-called blacks and Mexicans don't get along, but that's that beef that happened way back then, in no biblical time.
But see, it's only a division in the 2/3.
Yeah.
Now, you go to the whole flag, it's not a division. We all together. We got northern brothers preaching the truth, southern brothers preaching the truth. Like, the remnant is united. And we're united by the Lord of hosts. It goes in Yahweh's shop. So them two witnesses right there, they're together. We together. Like I said, you got the Hispanic brothers that said, man, the devil took this.
Right.
You got such trials saying, the devil did this. Like the August went into. We got all them problems against Esau. Now we putting our case together, that testimony, and now the devil seeks to get rid of that witness. Man. Our testimony is solid. So that dragon, which goes into Esau Edom, which goes to the white man, his kingdom, his government, Now he got to like do something to that woman, man. The witnesses right there. We on point with this, and we together.
That's why I got to read that again, right? Because Revelation 11 and 3, and it says, "And I will give power unto the two witnesses, and that power that He's giving it to us is by way of His word, all right? Us believing in His word, you know, just like Yahweh Shah said, you know, he that believeth on me, as the scripture that said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water." So that's that power that was given to two witnesses, and He said, "And they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth." And He said, "These are the two olive trees and the two candlesticks standing before the power of the earth." Who is the power of the earth? Yahweh, Yahweh Shah. And He said, "And if any man will hurt them, fire proceeded out of their mouth." All right, that fire is by way of His word. Okay, and He said, "And devour their enemy." This word is devouring Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. They can't stand it. That's why they gotta create these wicked devices just to persecute us. All right, I tell you, Yasserada went into the lesson with that yesterday, where he basically they got a device that'll clone our voices. They got a device that'll make us, you know, dress just how we are, and they can clone our body and put it on the NBA player. There's a video out there. See, they have all of these devices, okay? And so they're going to persecute us. That's what they're trying to do, all right?
It said when they say prophesy and garments of sackcloth, that's why we wear these garments right here. I got one that's literally made of sackcloth, man. That burlap, right. And we all got garments like that. So that's why we wear these garments, man, with the fringes and the border of blue on it. Because He told us to do that. We follow the commandments. Y'all said, get out there on the highway hedges, lift your voice up like a trumpet. You know, so we got our garment sackcloth, but we mourning the loss of Yahweh Shah. You got to think, Esau, Edom, the Romans, they persecuted our Messiah. You know, 1,000 years ago, man. We call Esau out on that. Like, man, you know, that's another testimony and witness against Esau. You took my Messiah out. You crucified him. Yeah, Jake said they wanted because Jake wicked, but you did it. And like that preacher I brought out a long time ago, they persecuted Yahweh Shah. You think we ain't gonna go through that? You think they ain't gonna do us like that? We in the same legacy, doing the same thing he did. They gonna point the finger. They gonna want us out the way too. And the 2/3 gonna be with it. Like y'all don't like them. They said this to me the other day. That hurt my feelings. They told me to cover up. I like walking out here half naked. It's my body, my choice. You know, they say all of that stuff. You know, Jake want to be wicked. So to further get on that testimony, there's another precept. It's Psalms 78 and 5. For He established a testimony in Jacob and appointed the law in Israel, which He commanded our fathers, that they should make them known to their children. So that's specific right there. That's another reason I don't like the true gospel going out. They didn't say to the world. They said a testimony in Jacob. Who's Jacob? Israel. Man, this truth is only for Israelites. He said, appointed the law in Israel. See, it says Christ should have hit that Edomite with that. They never did pull that up. They had to shut the Edomite up real quick. They let you know it's not for the whole world. It said law in Israel. You got to be a descendant of the 12 tribes of Israel for this truth to apply to you. You even get the inheritance.
Even when you go back and you know, read Matthew the first chapter, because it said that account where Joseph was trying to send Mary away, and the angel came to him and he said he's going to save his people. Loosely paraphrased. That's what that scripture is saying. Like he didn't say he's going to come back and save the world. He said he's going to save his people from their sin. All right. So I don't know how they can take that and equate that to the whole world. All right.
You got precepts like this talking about He established a testimony in Jacob. And hey, we running with that testimony too, man. We done got it all together. The case is strong. Like we got our paperwork lined up. Right. Got the scriptures, you know, and now we putting up a strong case, man. Esau looking bad, man. They getting made buried. They boats is getting caught. They the ones bringing the drugs in. They want to put Jake face on the drug, you know, the drug trade. Right. The rock. No, Esau, that's you bringing that stuff in by the boat. They got caught. Wells Fargo, the banks, is the one pushing cocaine in Babylon the Great, pushing the drugs. But they want to use the Northern Tribe, the cartels. They want to bring that up. Right. Then in America, Jake out there peddling crack with Jake. You know, Jake out here shooting each other up. You know, when you like go with the case, how we put it with the truth, it go all the way back to Esau, man. He getting known to be that enemy, that thief.
That goes back to that witness, because in Job 9:24, he said the earth is giving it to the hands of the wicked. You really break down that word, and everything to the word earth, it goes into land. own all the land. All right. So ultimately, the drug is created from the people that own the land. All right. So you got to grow the crop, hopefully, the opium plant and so on and so forth. Who own all that land and bring forth the drugs? That's Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He owned that shit. All right. And so that's another witness against them.
But he used Jake to push it as the image, right? And now that image is coming off of Jake and it's going back to him. The evidence is out. He's the biggest drug dealer in the world. You know, you go to your doctor's office, they eat my sitting there with their lab coat on. Yep. That's a drug dealer, man. As soon as you tell them something wrong, what you gonna put drugs on you? About 3 different prescriptions.
They get a kickback. You know,
they mess you up.
They get a kickback whenever they prescribe you to that shit.
Not only that, you gonna be high.
Right.
There's a lot of Jakes on opioids that got turned out off of them drugs right there. Like, that'll destroy your life. That devil's gonna prescribe you some strong opioids. If your body like it, hey, he's your pusher man now.
Right.
You need your prescription filled, you go to Esau. You know?
Man.
Yeah, Esau pushing drugs legally. They go to Esau. And now we were lining with the scriptures and don't line it up. And now Esau like, oh man, they said I'm the drug dealer.
We exposing the devil.
Yeah, so that's going back to him. Then all his crimes, like him going across the world, doing wars, proxy wars, stealing people's resources. Right. That's all getting known, man. He's just calling Esau out. Hamites, Moab, everybody calling the so-called white man out on his crimes now. And now he's been made guilty. That's why not even the ones we work with at our jobs is feeling that sting, man. They feeling that. They trying to clean it up. Like, how you feel about it? Are you a Trump supporter? But they trying to do all this race and divide us. Like, nah, fool, we been divided. They know they trying to do nothing. We just know the truth now. And they always put it like, now, they always want to act like he innocent, man. I noticed that too. They always want to act innocent, but they ain't did nothing wrong. You know, like, everything all messed up in the world because of you. You know? And we can tie with scripture to show and prove that. And now when the devil get made so much bare, his next reaction is to lash out and attack you. And now you calling him out. I know Esau don't like to be called out on his crimes. He don't like that. And we doing that. So now he got like, okay, I'm gonna flip the script and I'm gonna jump on you with my military. You know? That's the devil trying to do right now. He needs public opinion though.
Put it right here, but one of the things we have a witness against Esau is his devices. All right, so this is Second Corinthians chapter 2 and 11, and it says, "Lest Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." All right, that's what we talking about. We talking about his lies. We talking about his media. We talking about all of the land that he owned to push forth the drug. Those devices that taking advantage of the people and they're destroying the people. Okay. And that's what his device. He's setting up the war just to steal the resources. Okay, he used all of his devices, and we're not ignorant of it. Okay, but the 2/3 are. That's why they getting Satan getting advantage of it.
And we're not ignorant of the devices because of what? It's true.
Right.
Having the truth, how much y'all shall makes us not ignorant of what Esau doing. The Lord called Esau out to the T. You just read the scriptures and look what it say about the wicked. Man, you know everything about Esau. You have advanced warning on Esau. Like, okay, you know, and I'm bringing this out right here. This Psalms 10 and 8. He sits in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places, though he murdered the innocent, his eyes are privily set against the poor. So this devil over here, he's spotting Yahshua, man, the poor. And he wants to do wicked, you know. He want to really, he want to take our life away from us is what he want to do. You know, so he lurking in the village, in the secret place. That's the hidden councils they got. Committee of 300, like I said earlier, trilateral commission. All their councils, all their laws and they decrees they put out is against the nation of Israel. You know, all the laws they put out, selling crack. You know, you get like 30 years for a crack rock. You know, all the little stuff they put out there is to get Jake out. But like the system is set up against Jake. Esau commit the same crime, he get a little slap on the wrist. Jake get like 50 years to life, you know? So that's that unrighteous decrees going out. There's some lurking in place. Now this devil going to try to flip it. He can flip it to say like we got some type of, you know, sickness or illness. We spreading it with spreaders. We're a public health threat. Put you in a camp and then eliminate you. Because that's what he wants to do anyway. Because Esau is a perpetual hatred against the children of Israel. Why? Because we're the real children of the Lord. You got one?
Yeah, I got one describing how the Edomites are just wicked by nature. It's Psalms 58 and 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth their ear, which will not hearken to the voice of the charmers, charmer never so wisely.
All right there. You hear that? So Esau, man, like I said, his poison like the poison of a deaf adder. That goes to his lies. It's true. If you listen to Esau and his lies, man, it will destroy you if you go on the path of Esau.
And you bucked it down perfectly earlier, because with many, and that's what Esau Edom, he's literally like a snake. You know, like a snake, he got bite, get paralyzed, just to attack, just to eat. That's just like that poison is just like Esau's lies. He's gonna wait till that lie to affect you and start waiting for you to act on it, and then that's when he's gonna take advantage of it. That's exactly how Esau. That's how you can tell right there. It's the spirit, because Esau Edom is compared to that serpent in the garden. He attacked you with his lies, and once you start believing in those lies, then you basically were up under Esau Edom's spell.
And I like I said that poison, because it said they're estranged from the womb, they go speaking lies. And poison them lies, man. Them lies will mess you up if you believe a lie.
Right.
That will mess you up real bad. And it's estranged from the womb. The bottomless pit. The bottomless pit going to Europe. Yep. The devil came in the Renaissance in Europe. That's when he came back in power. So when he came back out that womb, which goes into Europe, first thing they did, Renaissance is iconoclasm. They started like whitewashing everything, Sistine Chapel, all that type of stuff, putting up. They got back in power during that time. So that's them coming out that womb. The first thing he did was speaking lies. They turned Yahushua to a white man, said his name is Jesus. That was that lie that went out, man. They pushed that vibration all throughout the planet Earth, man. A lot of Jakes think that our Savior is a white man with blonde hair and blue eyes. They lies, they poison and penetrate them so bad, you can't undo that. They're going to die with that lie, man. When you come to the truth, tell me Yahushua was a brown man, with a white beard and, a white fro, they'll shock you, man. Yeah, they look at that like a lie.
And see, some people so bad that they'll see the truth and they'll still deny it. And they say stuff like, it don't matter what color the Messiah is,
And that's a lot of Esau, man.
Yep.
Say that, they take Jake out of considerable. The part of the consider is when you hear scripture talk about he had skin of burnt brass, they should put you in the considerable like, hold up, man, this is a brown man we're talking about. Right. And you gotta consider to even get to the truth. You gotta wonder about it, man. That was true. And that was a lie. What else is lie? See, he said I want you trying to figure stuff out. He don't want you studying the word. He don't want you to be approved of Yahushua was shot. So he reached that lie with poison to, like Ox said, make you comfortable, make you an easy target. You walk around poison, your mind poison, you no good to the Most High. You not a Yahushua was shot. When you over here thinking that if the son was some white man, you set up to go get a device in your body. You set up to support his enterprise, which is on the Great America. You trying to uplift that instead of letting it fall flat. See, when you got the truth in you, man, you look at Esau like a damn serpent, man. You keep him at a distance. Or you looking to stomp his head out if you get too close. Esau can't operate in them conditions, man. And see, Esau is weaker than Jake. If you take a Jake and Esau hand to hand that Jake built up, he'll smash that devil easily every single time. That's why he rather deal with Eve than deal with that Israelite man. Because he really don't stand a chance. The Bible tell you that there's a nation stronger than the other. We're stronger than Esau. Physically, mentally, and spiritually. All the way around. The devil know that. That's why he got an inferiority complex. That's why he's envious of Jake. So when Jake is in our natural element, our essence, he can't mess with us, man. We hitting on all cylinders. Our spirit is right, our mental is right, and when your spirit is right, your mental right, you're gonna get your physical right too. You're gonna eat better, get you a little workout regimen. Your health is gonna come back because your mind is coming back. Your spirit is coming back. He don't want y'all in that comeback mode. I said we about to witness the biggest comeback ever. And the devil see it, man. It's like when we get in this word study, it's like us pushing iron, pushing weight. And we getting strong. We will this word strong. The devil like, man, God, I ain't ready to get this dude in a minute. It's hard for me to deal with. I gotta go get him now. So that's the the devil. Everybody out there blaming on the table. Hey, attack them now. Johnson, go get them now. He like, man, we need, hold up. We need a crime. We need to, we need to do something first. Then we go get them, man. We gonna look bad. We already looking real bad. I don't want to look worse. You see, they did with that Floyd situation. They put the knee on his neck, and that caused a little uproar. So, hey, if they come get us without a cause, man, that's gonna cause a big uproar. Remember the time we saw the prop sign, and they called the police on us? They caused a little uproar. They're like, I'm about to call the little people. I'm about to tell it. So the devil like, I gotta get public opinion on my side. Then we jump on them. And see, the truth, we ready for the prosecution. We ain't scared. Esau grab us up, put us in the camp. We like, man, you put a weapon in your camp for what you did.
I got a question right here. They could,
man, the truth, man.
yeah, I got it. But King David broke it down just the spirit of what we supposed to be in, right? So this is Psalm chapter 56. And I'm gonna start at verse 4. And it says, in power, and Yahweh Bashimi I will pray in power, and I will fear. And he says, and I will not fear what flesh can do to me. All right. And so that's the point right there. So that's why the octave said that we don't fear what the devil about to do. All right, because we know that they're coming, and we don't have no fear. We fear Yahweh Bashimi I. All right, and we know. And it says every day. And he said, every day they rest my word, all their thoughts are against me. All right. And he said, every day they rest my word, all their thoughts are against me for evil. All right, and it goes back to the Esau Edom, the so-called white man, who basically trying to find a way to persecute the poor. Okay, so all their thoughts are against me for evil. In verse 6, they gather themselves together, they hide themselves. They mark my steps when they wait for my soul. All right, that goes back to the law that they set up against us. Okay, they set the drugs in our community, and once they see Jake, Yasser sell those drugs, just like I mentioned earlier, white man and black man commit the same crime. Who gonna get the book thrown against them? That's Yasser, the so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American. They basically setting up those traps. All right, and they marking our steps.
You said that. Watch this. They piece up about the pool. You said that. Watch this. There's a spirit right here, y'all. This Psalms 10 and 9. He lies and waits secretly as a lion in his den. He lies and waits to catch the poor. He do catch the poor when he draws him into his net.
Right. And that net goes into those laws, statutes, those laws of America. Great. All right. One of the laws that goes into it, it says you're no longer 3/5 of a human being until you commit a crime. That's the snare of the net by that law right there. All right. All of the laws in America, aka Babylon the Great, is stacked against Yasser.
And that net can also be his lies he tell out.
Right.
That's a net right there. If you believe in that lie, that's gonna do you all bad. Like what's that? 6 Thessalonians. Mm-hmm. He said, they believe in a strong delusion. Loose paraphrase. He said, trying to read how he said for some they should believe in a strong delusion. They should believe in a lie.
Yeah, that's
you might go get that. I'll put it up. So I can put that out. So I'm gonna go back into this one to bringing this out. Hey, right there, he said, he lies and wait to catch the poor. You want to catch the poor in this, like I said earlier, you in that lie, you a soft target. And that's that net he put out there, man. Man, you can be a woman, or she can be a man, or you can lay down with an animal. You can lay down with, a little bitty child. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. That feels Jacob, man. That'll flag your mind. Jake, deep down inside, we got a conscience, man. That's why Jake can't really thrive in that Hollywood setting like Esau can, because that stuff plagues Jake's mind. Like Jake, like dog. He'll do like all kind of drugs, try to justify
that goat shit that they be doing.
Yeah, whatever they do, all the wickedness, man. It plays on Jake. It'll play on mind, man. And that Esau laid out. And then Esau might film them doing a abominable act like, yeah, you got to continue to push my agenda. I'm gonna show your fans this.
But it goes back to everything that Esau Edom does against the law. One of the laws in the Bible said don't sleep with no damn people, and that's what they be doing in Hollywood, man.
Yep. So that's him trying to catch you in that net, He said he lies and waits secretly as a lion, man. So he like crouched down. You know, the devil, he trying to hide himself. And he like Esau referred to a cunning hunter. Them is traps. The record deals,
Right.
them contracts, entertainment, that's a trap, man. Like, once you make it so far, you're gonna do like Kanye West and Kyrie Irving, like, man, I'm kind of clipped up with the star. I can't stop. Yeah, go ahead. You got
I'm gonna read this real quick. This also going. This is another. This precept right here, Psalm 55 and 21, is also another witness against Esau, Edom, so-called white man. Words of his smoother than butter, but what was in his heart? His word was softer than oil, yet were they drawn sword. All right, and basically that right there is that Esau Edom trying to talk smooth words to you just to get you to fall for that net, which goes into those lies.
Now watch how spiritual they said. I'm going to pour the next precept on what you just said. This Psalms 10 and 10. He croucheth and humble himself, that the poor may fall by his strong one.
Yep.
And the strong one's going to his military, man. So when he say he humbled himself, so that's them talking them smooth words. We said I brought out earlier. He sat there talking good talk like Joe Butthead. Joe Butthead said a whole lot of stuff that Jake eat up. We're going to build back better. What's that? College forgiveness. We're going to take away your little loans. And Jake eat that up like, oh, yeah. Like, he good for us, man. I'm voting for him.
Boy, that fight, he's the slickest devil ever, man. Worse than fight. I remember a little campaign, and he said, I'm not gonna mandate that Jew down the C-19 whenever I get become the president. And then 6 months later, he said we got 70% of the population mandated, and the other 30%, what are you waiting on? My patience is wearing thin. That's that sword right there. That he just showed you who he was.
He crouched and humbled himself. He allowed to the public to get in. Then when he got in, he switched up. You see, the wise, we knew he was like that from the gate. We knew that was the agenda. That's why we don't vote for presidents no more. President run now. We know Esau whole system wicked. So they didn't play us like that. But they hit the 2/3. I still got student loans, and you know I had to go take that thing, and they all like, he lied to me. Let the devil been lying.
Now my health is deteriorating.
Yeah.
My grandma died last year.
God, now they feeling hurt. Like he lied to me. I'm like, the devil been lying to you. Why the hell did you even believe in the first place? That come out at the first time. I'm talking about lies, but I'm bringing it out right now.
It's
right on time.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, and we're gonna start at verse 3. And it says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall come, except it come a falling away first, that the men of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. All right, the son of perdition, that's Esau Edom, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. Remember ye not that remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know that withholding that he might be revealed in his time. All right, he's being revealed right now. He's the so-called white man, the devil who spread lies throughout the whole world. Verse 6. No, Salaki, verse 7. And he said, for the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who let it will, only he who now let it will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him who cometh is after the workings of Satan, with all power and sign and lying wonder, and with all deceitfulness of unrighteousness, and them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. It said that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness.
Yeah, they gotta sum it up right there, man. Our people, they want to believe a lie. That's their strong delusion, you know? Because they want to really follow unrighteousness. So when the truth is going out, it's cutting them deep, man. And they want to believe what Esau put out there. The whole go to work, get your 401k built up, pay your tax, you're gonna be good. That lie, the American dream is now being sold. It's been known to be a lie.
Right.
It got sold as a lie, and that's been proven to be a lie. So let's make everybody mad and angry that they even listen to Esau. And so instead of them, they so ignorant and dead. Instead of them repenting to the Lord and get back right, they're gonna try to rally and fight, on Esau's lie. They're gonna go out like that. And the first thing they're gonna do when Esau rally against us, they're gonna rally against us as well. They're gonna follow their master, do the same thing.
That's why,
because they believe in that lie, man. They're in this strong delusion.
that,
Like it's because it's you. We can't make America great again. They trying to make America great again.
And that goes back to what Yahweh Shah said, right? Because he said, think not that I come to bring peace on the earth. I came not to bring peace, but a sword. Right? That sword is going to come. He's going to bring war against Esau, and he's going to separate the wicked from the just. All right? He's going to separate the 2/3, because the 2/3 is following after Esau's philosophy. Okay? And that's the point right there. He's separating the remnant when he's going to come back and, rule the world in righteousness. But first, we got to get Esau Edom out the way.
See, like that ain't for us to be scared of prosecution, none of that. The Lord already knows the devil gonna try to, harm the prophets. So with that, it's Jeremiah 17:18. It says, let them be confounded that persecute me, but let not me be confounded. Let them be dismayed, but let not me be dismayed. Bring upon them the day of evil and destroy them with double destruction.
Wow.
So whatever they're gonna bring against us, the house of David, the real church, it's gonna fall right back on Esau, which is happening. I know everything Esau tried to do to us is backfiring. That's why the devil got to use AI. He got to get real, he got to bring out the big guns. Now he got to bring out the technology to paint us in a bad light, because he can't, all his tactics are not working. They're not working because of that precept right there. They say, what he about to do now ain't going to work. The Lord going to deliver us out of these, concentration camps. Or where they try to detain us. This stuff about to backfire, man. Esau really finished. The word is already capitalized and did what it was supposed to do. Like the elect, pretty much almost all the hopeful elect are pretty much already sealed. Most of them. We're still doing the word. So we still got some brothers that's going to come in late. But the majority of the work is almost finished. That's the devil got to realize you already been beat, man. He got beat with us getting in this truth. Once you get this truth, he's done with. And he needs you to be confounded. Because when you're confounded, that's when you're going to go to the slaughter real easy. That's when he can, manipulate you to put the device in your body, MOTB, and then, his destruction of you is complete once you put that device in your body, But the whole elect, we resisting him already, man. We resisting him now. So now he's like, man, all I can do with them is bring the sword. And that sword about to break, too. They about to get confounded. Here ain't nothing he can say. He can't say nothing. Now he's going to come in, tell you to turn around, probably blindfold you, pull the gun back, gun might jam up. Trying to figure that out. Oculus part might bust in, or something might happen. The devil might just get a heart attack. All of this ammunition might just, the juice kicked in, he just fall out. So the devil about to lose, man, and he's angry about that. How did he lose? The truth done went out. The testimony done went out. We really already done gave our testimony. Really. Let the devil know we done kind of put it in already, so now we just await judgment. We already know Esau about to, hey, y'all about to slam it with the slammer, like, wow, life,
Battle action.
Yeah, that's gonna be that turnaround cuff him, and he gotta work. God, you got to get that death penalty, and then his seed gonna have to go to work. They about to be in that vulnerable position. That's the kingdom of heaven right there. Yep, that's 21:14. We scared of judgment. The testimony went out, now it's coming judgment. So now it really, that was really too late, man. You got to preach that about that?
Yeah. This goes back to brother about how Edom, the ultimate judgment. It's Numbers 24 and 18. And Edom shall be a possession. Seir also should be a possession for his enemies, and Israel shall do valiantly, showing that the kingdom is going to truly be heaven for us.
It's going to be hell for Esau. That's why he's mad. Right now, Esau got his heaven, and we in hell. Y'all shot about to flip the right side up. The devil, he don't want the reverse. He weak. He can't handle what Yasharala did. And plus, we about to do double what they did to us. So you know, man, he ain't built to work in this scorching heat, the sun beaming on him. We ain't gonna care his skin peeling off. Like, you ever pick them greens? You know, ain't no water break today. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
The devil, he.
That lines up perfect with that Revelation 13 and 10 right.
That devil with that, man. You said you got one more?
Oh yeah. Isaiah 14 and 21. And it said, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquities of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. And it said, for I will rise up against them, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, said the Lord Yahweh shot.
Hear that? That strike burned Esau hard. He said, hey, prepare slaughter for them, you know, for their children, for what, you know, the promise that did to the children of Israel. That's why this doctrine is not friendly towards Esau, it's against Esau. So we bring out the truth and all, you know, its sincerity and how it's supposed to be, right, about the word, and that's when the devil mad. He like, I preserve the book that's against me? How did that happen? You know? I thought the book was my book. Now they'll find out the book is against you. You know, we take it out of his hands and put it out like basically reading this devil is right. They said for slaughter, you know, for his children, for the iniquities of their fathers, man. So everything Esau did, the Black Wall Street, the lynchings, the slavery, everything Esau did to us is not about to happen to them. You know, and they know that they feel that's Esau's greatest fear. They said it in that emancipation book. You know, they said that. You know, what did they take over? You know, and they're like, now he's seeing his greatest fear really hit him. You know, it's hitting him like that. And he's like, hey, man, you know, they scared, they banded together, like, hey, man, now they looking for they system to uphold them, their sword, the military. All you got now is the sword. Like, well, shit, they don't believe my lies, I'm going to take them out. Now you about to reach for that sword, and we all like, man, that mother about to break. It's looking all rusted. It's looking bad. Like, shit, we ready for your last little action, man.
Yeah, Revelation 12 and 12. Devil coming down on you after great wrath.
Yeah, that short time. And part of that wrath gonna be his military, man. We ain't afraid. We ready for it. That's why we can stand here in great boldness, you know, hit that truth up. And you look for Esau, he gonna start it, we gonna finish it. You know, that's how it's gonna go. He gonna start the stuff, we gonna finish the stuff. Now all we do is come out the truth. Now you can tackle us, and we're gonna have to, you know, defend ourselves.
Live up that standard.
Yeah, when that standard get lifted, man, every shot give us the power. Hey, we're gonna turn it on this devil, man. We're gonna establish the kingdom of heaven. It goes to Luke 19 and 27, man. Because the devil, Esau, he won't let Yahushua reign over him. He wanna say, I'm God. We let Yahushua reign over us. We coming with the power of Yahushua. You know, y'all good.
Y'all good.
Yeah. And we calling this devil out on his crimes, right? You know? And he can't take that. So now he gotta eat it, man. You gotta swallow it. Do that, and we got to prepare for the persecution. Know what's coming. Don't get razzle dazzle. All they said this. All they coming for us. You know, they tossing me up. You know, hey, it's gonna happen, man. Get ready for it. Lord told us.
Read and meditate on the scriptures, man. Because it's like, what is it, Sirach 2 and 1? We bring it out all the time, man. It said, if thou come to serve the Lord, do prepare for temptation.
So you got no precepts? You got no precepts out?
Yeah. Oh, I gotta find it though.
I was looking for them dudes on the bike that be riding through Sunday almost.
Yeah, this right here is Ephesians 6 and 11. Going back to why you should study to show yourself approved. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Right, and that's beautiful right there, because that wiles of the devil, that word wild, that actually goes into the strategies of the devil. All right, you got to understand, putting on the whole armor, you meditating on the word, and you make you know who the devil is, who Esau Edom is, the so-called white man. So in order for you to get to know him, you got to understand his strategy. You got to understand his lies, his devices. And that's how you put on that whole armor. All right, that way you be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Built up in this truth.
Right.
Oh, I'm going to have 100% truth, man. You armored up, ain't nothing missing. There's nothing the devil can do, man. No doubt's gonna creep in your mind. You're gonna be built up with that faith. It's gonna make you all the way full where you can resist this devil. Nothing. So now you're gonna lose, man. We got everything we need to beat this devil. And he's about to take a great L, and he know it. He knows it. You know, that's why his wrath built up. Because now he about to lose. He got to work. The devil don't really work right now. He about to work real hard in a minute. Real hard. You know, so that being said, man, we hope it's been edified. We give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakadash. DJ Baba Ball. Hey, Shalom.
Hey,
So Akim, Aqua on the comment board, man. Hey, stay in the truth, baby. We got the devil on the ropes. He's beat.
Shalom, Billy E. Israel. Shalom, Thwada for tuning in. GMF Fact Work. Shalom for tuning in. Shalom, Mark. Thwada Yah Bashim Yahweh Shah.